Coming at you. Yeah, well, she penciled some stuff in. I gotta borrow that in a minute. Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
That's the one with the acronym.
Can't read your writing.
Oh, okay.
You take lessons from me. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order at 7:01. Okay, whole business. Joan, you got some reports on any of that?
Kinder Morgan pipeline, yeah, it's still,
Oh, Mike, you're appointed to vote if we get to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Conscience.
they're still plodding along, Kinder Morgan. We still need ideas for mitigation though. What's his name? Richard had gone to a meeting about DES and how to calculate the arm mitigation, but we need to really think of some, I was thinking about, what about milfoil in Dow Pond? Richard didn't think that would work for mitigation. So keep thinking.
Keep thinking,
'Cause
okay.
they're still plugging along.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wetland set.
I kind of forgot to, I can't just leave these on here so that we don't forget about it. We still need to work on that. But is somebody back there?
Yeah,
Oh, we weren't supposed to have coverage tonight.
we got it.
Um,
He got it in here same time I did.
Hi.
The wetland
Live
setback,
and living color.
if you could at least read the wetland section of the zoning ordinance would be a help.
Okay.
Because I know if I sit down with Kevin, we will, but it's just gonna be, no, I want this, and he'll be, no, I want this.
Sounds normal.
Now, is that the one where the planning board sent a letter objecting to the, they want to increase the,
Oh, that was one, Kevin wanted the setback to go to 50 feet. We have a 75-foot building setback, and Kevin wants it to be 50-foot building.
okay, and that's the one we objected to, correct?
Right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
and planning board didn't take any action this year.
No, I think the planning board decided that they wanted to get more information,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Michael, Gene Porter was here looking for the planning board.
What's that?
Gene Porter came in tonight looking for the planning board and said, it was Tuesday, sorry.
Oh, no, I invited him to the Conservation Commission meeting.
Oh.
You turned him away? Well, I said conservation.
He said planning board, I guess.
Okay, well,
Now, who is that, you said?
That's
he's the chairman of the Lower Merrimack River Local Advisory Committee.
Do you have a
Oh,
cell
okay.
phone number? Bro?
Well, he came to a planning board meeting that wasn't.
That's right.
really wanted
But he really wanted to come to the conservation meeting.
Excuse me.
Oh, well,
No,
That happens.
I tried.
that's right. Moore's Falls, timber and sinkhole.
The last, I was down and stood the fence up better, a little bit better by the sinkhole. We still need to get back down there and put reflector over.
Yeah, I was there Sunday.
Oh, how'd it look?
It was kind of leaning a little, but,
Yeah.
I mean, the ground is still frozen, so I, I thought maybe I could pound it in, but it's still frozen, so.
And as far as the timber, I don't remember what, I did email everybody about what the county forester said about Fort Mountain Company.
Yep.
And they're not doing much work right now because the ground really isn't frozen that well. And
Right.
they're even holding off on the page. Well, Page Love's trying to collect more pieces over there, but they haven't done anything there except make a yard for the lumber. They really need the ground to freeze up better. And so I did say to Patrick at Fort Mountain and to John Newt, the county forester, that after Patrick flags the trees, then John Newt could go through and look at it. He said, yes, that's a good idea. The county forester said it's a good idea.
To double check.
But we weren't planning on anything till the end of this coming summer.
Right. Stage crossing.
Okay, Mr. Poulos was in from Stage Crossing, and he reminded me that, I found my tax map, the one that was out too. Okay, here's the library, you come up, here's the first building,
The clubhouse, you mean, or the,
No, the first
Okay.
unit.
Mhm.
And then we have our access through over
Yep.
here, where there's a unit and there's a little bit wide space here, over to get in there, in the backwoods.
Yep.
Well, the old Jean Road, or whatever,
Yep.
the driveway of the Jean's house,
Mhm.
here's the clubhouse, comes up this side of the clubhouse. And he's still maintaining that that would be the way for us to go in, to trade this piece for this piece, come up. And I said, well, it needs to be brushed out. He said, well, he thinks that they could work a deal with people, some guys there brushing that out for us. I still think there was a couple wet crossings.
Yeah, I
There
think on the
was.
side, there was a couple spots, yeah.
That's why we didn't initially go in, was because we had looked at it and it was really, really wet.
Well, there's a
When
couple
we
just
initially
beyond
looked
the
at it.
clubhouse, I think. But maybe we should take a look at it again in the spring.
Right, yeah. Mhm.
And see how it looks.
That'd probably be a good idea.
It wouldn't hurt to look,
Yeah.
but
No, it doesn't, no, it does good.
every chance they get, they try to,
Well, they just don't like, and I can't say that I blame them, having us, or anybody traipse through between the two units, and then we do have to go this way to get in, back into the woods trail that way. Where if we just were able to come up this way, we'd be at the top of the hill, but get the maps together for the next meeting and we'll have to wait
Like
for
you were
spring.
following the road,
What?
like you were following the
Yeah,
road.
the old road.
Yellow Road.
Yeah, because I remember when we walked that, we said that we probably would have to build some type of a little platform or
A couple
something
floating
to
spots there or something,
walk
yeah.
on,
I
yeah.
mean, if they wanted to compensate us so that we could do that,
Mhm.
we wouldn't have to be out there doing it. We'd get some, maybe, I don't know who, to build us some small bridges,
Mhm.
you know, trade and compensate us for that, and have this brushed out so we can get through there, because this is pretty much going up now. And he
Look,
said,
back
come
to the
up,
library.
huh?
Gonna make a
Zone to
parking
back
lot
at
there
the
too
library.
for us?
Then we could, he said we could come up and cross their parking lot for the clubhouse and
Mhm.
just keep going on that road, which the road is right there.
Right, we'll have to go up and, we'll have to look, refresh our, physically refresh it.
Now, whenever, final arrangement is made, we're gonna run it through legal, right? Make sure
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
And this is a long ways off.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I just wanna make
It's
sure.
been going on
that-
ever since there's been a subdivision there.
Well,
Huh?
we have
This
an
has been going
easement-
on since the subdivision has been there. It's still
Really?
going on, yeah. Mhm.
We
Okay.
have an easement, dedicated easement, yeah, we don't own it, we have an easement through there to get to our property. And,
Right, you
Definitely
mentioned,
be some kind of,
I just want it ironclad.
oh,
I
yeah,
just
oh, yeah, definitely.
don't want anyone
No,
coming
no,
back
something
on
like
this.
that.
Conditions would be ironclad.
Okay, good.
Okay. Well,
Moving right along, new business, Winterfest.
yeah.
Well, snow's coming tonight, snow's coming Tuesday.
Um,
and
Air
what's the
upon will not
temperature gonna
freeze.
be after that?
It's February.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. They have snowshoes reserved. You know, I guess we'll just wait and see if there's snow.
That was fishing game
I'm not
scheduled to
going
come down?
snowshoeing like this, what?
Was fishing game gonna come down to teach fishing, ice fishing?
No. They can get manpower to do fishing, and I don't know what the Winterfest people did, but we weren't gonna do fishing.
Okay.
this year. That makes no.
Well, didn't we have that a
I
couple of
would
years ago?
say
Yeah, a
so.
couple of years
That's
ago
what I
we
thought,
did it.
yeah.
What?
We did it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well, they
it's any
did.
ice on Dora
We did.
Pond, is there?
No, I don't think so.
With
Well,
it,
they were ice boating on Massabesic, believe it or not, Saturday and Monday this past.
as long as you're going
but-
fast, you're all right.
Beat that
don't
crap.
stop.
Don't stop.
I ice fished up north on Tuesday.
They're out of their minds.
In Samberton.
San Martin?
And the ice there was.
Was it a small pond?
It was a small pot, the back end of Hermit Lake, and so it was kind of surrounded.
Yeah.
But the ice was a foot thick there.
Was it
So
really?
yeah, it was really good
They
fishing.
had the small ponds are
Yeah.
very good, but I don't know if I trust Darryl with 50-degree weather.
No, I definitely would not.
I was at a
'Cause-
fire chiefs meeting Thursday, and the fire chiefs around Winnipesaukee, are out of their minds because these people just keep, pushing the envelope.
Doing stupid
and,
things, yeah. Mhm.
They want to get out there so bad, then they end up going in the,
Yeah, into the
and
pond.
you go get them, and you want to slap them. I said, what are you doing?
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
You have to bring your own ice.
Yeah,
Because when the wind came up the other day, blew all the
Blew it all
ice
away, broke it right
all
up.
away.
Sure.
Time to thin the herd.
Yeah.
Open water. You look at the webcam on
Agreed.
Channel 9 or whatever. It's all open. Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah, definitely.
So I guess we'll hear from Winterfest people what they're planning.
It's still a go, right, okay. And how's the Bobcats doing?
Okay, the Bobcat hearing, it was quite an adventure.
How many people did you say were there?
It was
Oh, a lot.
309 votes. No, you sign in, you like
went
just
to
the
it?
legislative
Yeah.
hearing, whether you're for or against.
Richard and I went, and,
309 against the hunt and 46 for. It was very interesting. Richard, Marion, and I went up. We signed the cards. We didn't speak. People who spoke against it were very well spoken, I thought. The guy who initially did some of the trapping for the study spoke. He was quite upset that his research was going towards this. John Harrigan from the newspaper, who's been an environmental or outdoor writer for years, he spoke against it. There were several fish and game clubs that spoke against it. Because these cats are top of the food chain, they're taking care of the deer population. They're several people said they're self-regulating. I sent you the copy of the Audubon letter that was really well done.
Yeah, it was a great letter.
There was a good article in the Telegraph last Sunday. So they had a hearing in Lancaster the next night. Haven't heard how that went, and then they're gonna make a vote in 2 weeks, but.
That was in the paper today.
Oh, was it? About Lancaster?
Union Leader.
Oh, was it?
did
What
it
did
give
it
any
say?
statistics?
I'll go back and
Yeah, I've got it.
look at that,
I can
yeah.
look at it online.
Today or yesterday, because, you know, I said Lancaster, I said, gee, I thought they were having one in Concord, because I didn't see anything about the one in Concord, but,
Yeah, that was the day, that was in another day. Yeah.
okay.
The day
But the
before, must have been the day
interesting thing
before.
was-
Yeah, must have been, yeah.
It-
So this lady I know from Kingston got up, she said they're in the process of posting their conservation land for no trapping. One guy got up, was very vocal, he said, people, post your land, post it for no hunting at all, and then you'll get the turkey hunters and the deer hunters asking you that we'll help you with the bobcat because we want to hunt turkeys and deer. And he's got a point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting what Fish and Game does.
And the ones,
And there, well, again, you know, I have people close to me that work up there, but not in that division.
Right.
And he was able, you know, like I sent you their position paper. And, I mean, not that it's, you know, however you feel about that, I'm amazed at the pushback that they're getting with this.
And that's what's gonna really.
I don't think that they,
Ever happened or ever
I don't
expected
think
it.
that they expected the pushback that they
Right.
were gonna get.
Just thought it was gonna be in and out
It's-
and,
it's-
And,
They figure they're gonna make $5,000 on the permits, and it's gonna cost them 15 to 17 to administer it.
Right, yeah, so I mean, it doesn't necessarily make sense in this case.
Well, especially when it's already broken financially.
Yeah.
Anyway.
right,
Right.
yeah.
and actually, the whole thing started was because there were some people that felt, since the numbers had increased by 10%, they wrote to the
Right,
board
right.
and said, we'd like to see a hunt or a trapping season started. And that's how this whole
That's how
thing
it
got
started, yeah.
started.
There's 1,400 cats, they're increasing by 100 a year. They're self-regulating like coyotes are, so there really isn't a reason to go after them.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, we'll
Yeah,
see what
so-
happens.
And the other interesting thing that I learned, because I told Frank I wanted to be on the Fish and Game Commission, he said he'd see if there's an opening, Frank Byron. You can only be on the Fish and Game Commission if you have held a fishing, hunting, or trapping license 5 of the last 10 years.
Whatever.
Sounds good to me. I'll
Yeah,
do it.
I'll go.
Therefore, but that's up for debate too. That's been brought to public attention and people aren't happy with that, so.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is, the
right.
people that are all on the board now are for the hunt. There's no women on the board. Not that, I'm not saying that as, you know what I mean? It's kind of skewed
Just as
to
good old
the
boys.
pro hunting and trapping.
Right.
To get an adequate,
Balance.
Yeah.
you know, across the board group, you need both pro and con on it.
How big is the board?
I really don't know.
One from each county and one from the seacoast, so 11.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
it's,
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's an interesting update. And the hemlock invasive workshop, Roger?
Roger went.
Well, I attended it. It was very well attended. There was probably 32 people there.
Wow.
The room was full. Very good presentation. There was a walk after where we could go out and actually see some of these trees that were infected, but it was just so icy that I didn't go. From what I gather, it's pretty spotty, and the main spreader of this is actually birds. And what they recommend is you don't feed the birds.
Really?
Yeah, because the birds land on the trees, and this woolly whatever it is, and the scale is on the branch, and then it gets on their feet, and then they fly off, and then they land on another tree.
Oh, wow, I didn't think of that.
Because it really does not have legs and can walk around. That's the way that it's spread. But I checked my backyard, because I have like 5 or 6 going down by the brook there, nice, good-sized hemlocks. And I didn't see anything over there, and I've been walking the Litchfield forest, and I didn't see anything over there. I got this little book here. I don't know if you guys want to read it. And they're going to have another workshop. They're talking about it in the spring.
So, they were gonna talk about 3 different diseases, or 3 or 4 different diseases?
Yeah, there was 3 of them that they talked about. And they were all in this little booklet here.
Booklet, yeah.
How far have they, oh, that was in Amherst, right?
That was in Amherst. There were several parcels from people on that side of the river. I was the only one from this side that I know of. And like I said, I haven't seen it. But it's pretty fascinating.
This is an interesting outcome. Well, thank you, Roger. January 14th, Concord, Joan.
I went to the Wildlife Action Plan workshop. They talked about the new Wildlife Action Plan. This is their second, like every 10 years they have to update it. And they have new maps out. You can go online and see those. And my other agenda I gave away. I also, there was a, I think at the agenda I sent down to Michael, there's notes on there about invasives. There's a website. Did I write that website down?
You just had
This long
invasives.
one here?
No.
But wait a minute, I'll you say wildnewhampshire.com
Yeah.
/invasives, is that the?
Yeah.
Okay.
NewHampshire.com/invasives. And they've got maps, and I looked at it, and the hot spots for us are along the river, for probably Bittersweet. And then they tell you other stuff that people look out for, that if it comes into your town, you want, get a hold
I think,
early.
and I know up in my area, the bittersweet
Yeah, I'm even
has
getting out
gotten
my yard
out
now.
of control. I mean, I go around with a hatchet and knock it all off the trees, but
I had to take Roundup. I
Yeah.
blasted it out. It killed, before I realized what was going on. I can't tell you how many, yeah.
Yeah.
It killed several conifers and a whole bunch of small maples.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
I said, oh my God, I never realized on the north side, that little buffer.
Yeah, yeah.
I was flabbergasted. I said, yeah, no more of this.
kids are like,
Well,
I'm
I
out
do-
there with the axe.
I do have I have 2 booklets in the office that tells you the best way to get rid of these, all the different invasives, so give me a call, I'll look up whatever you want.
The one that I'm really concerned about is that one that Japanese
Japanese barberry.
barberry. There's some that's starting to grow along the side of the road over here, and I've been pulling it up.
They say we've got it too, a bad problem of it at Stage Crossing, low down, or from their clubhouse down.
What does that look like?
It almost it's like bamboo.
No, that's Phragmites.
No.
Japanese barberry's got thorns and red berries.
Yeah, they get those in my yard.
No, what's the one that?
Knotweed. Are you thinking of the Japanese knotweed?
There's not.
That's it, yeah, that's it.
Not-
Yeah.
That's, yes.
That is bad.
Yeah, we've got some growing along here, and I've been pulling it out. They say you have to cut that down like 3 times before it'll actually kill it.
Was it knotweed?
Yeah.
Japanese knotweed.
Yeah.
We had a thing in Northwood, it was so bad, it grew through one of the gas stations. It was a service station area. It grew through and punctured or something, it caused a leak in the tank and created oh my God,
Major issue.
hundreds of thousands of dollars of mitigation. That's where they had to create their own water district.
Really?
Because, it was incredible.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Wow. Okay. Proposed Great Thicket National
Yeah,
Wildlife
you've seen
Refuge.
that on the news, I think it's the USDA proposing the Great Thicket National Wildlife Refuge. It'll be run by Plum Island, I guess. And this is the website, get more information. And
It's Fish and Wildlife.
Fish and Wildlife, that's it. This is Fish and Wildlife. And it's not a contiguous piece, it's a bunch of, just in the northeast, a bunch of areas for young emergent shrubland, because they have all these species that need emergent shrubland, like the New England cottontail, the monarch butterflies, the birds.
Is that the picture of our bunny out here?
Look, that's the Japanese tiger.
Landing turtle, woodcock, rough grouse.
Oh, my God.
Now, what are we supposed to do with our bunny place? Are we supposed to cut it again, or?
They haven't sent that to us, and
Because, I mean, going down there,
the one across from the library, they don't plan to do anything with the rabbits there till the following spring, not this spring, the following spring.
but I mean, our piece is growing fast. I mean, it's,
At Morse Falls.
yeah. It's incredible how fast all them little trees are just,
When you go down over the first hill,
yeah, popping right up. I mean, it's incredible.
It's the nature at its
that's,
best
the emergent shrubland that they want.
that they want.
It looks like this.
And that, we're too thick. I don't know if they'll be back there or what. I'll have to, I should email Greg.
If you got a contact person,
Yeah.
just to find out what their plan is.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say, but I forgot. Along 3A, you see trees with orange ribbon on them. Eversource is coming through and cutting all those trees. Across from Old Town Hall, a bunch of bittersweet and thick stuff in there.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of
Bunch
that bittersweet
there.
there for Kevin.
But they're taking like the one tree that Thoreau has on 3A, 2 at Betty Gay's,
Oh, really? Yeah.
so it'll look a lot different.
Who maintains the road in the town forest?
The state
Forest?
State
State
forest.
forest?
State forest, yeah, you know,
In the state
Yeah,
forest, the
yeah,
road
right-
that's
Yeah, that
bad?
one and
Yeah.
that one.
right there.
They don't really maintain it, but
Well,
they did a foresting in there.
There's a huge dead high pine that's about this big around that fell during the windstorm yesterday, the day before.
Across the trail.
Yeah, I was there today, and it's totally blocked the,
I give Dorette a call. How far in?
about a half a mile.
If they had an emergency, fire and rescue emergency out there, it'd be a problem.
Yeah, somebody with a four-wheeler or a snowmobile.
A fire, even like a fire too, they would be able to
Yeah,
get through.
any kind of
Yeah.
emergency, right?
Now, I've been walking that right through to the power lines, and then I've been going across, and I've been picking up the trails over there.
Yeah, because you can cross Aldrich Street, and then you keep going. Well, then you keep going to get to the power lines, yeah.
I didn't cross any streets at all.
What, you go all the way to the end of the state forest?
Go all the way, yeah. If you veer to the,
Right.
the left, you come to a street, but
Yeah.
if you stay to the right, you get right on the power line.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And then if you go across, there's another, it's called, What Do You Think Trail or something or other.
Yeah.
And
That comes out on Hillcrest. Oh, no, then you're over in to Londonderry.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're heading towards, I followed that probably a good 3/4 of a mile, and I think I was headed towards the pit, the sand pit in Litchfield here, because you could hear the crusher.
Well, there's trails, you can pick them up off Tanger
Yeah.
in
You
Londonderry.
could park a tanager up there, there's a place.
I didn't cross it. The one, if you veer to the left,
That cross, then you're still in Litchfield. You cross that street and you get out to the power line. If you veer to the right, you just get to the power line?
yeah,
And then where do you pick up that line? What do you
you
want?
just cross over the power lines. There's a steel power line.
Yeah, Yeah.
And if you look towards the right, I think that must be Wiley Hill Road.
Yeah, then you're into Londonderry, you're into the Musquash trails.
Yeah.
Those- The label trails.
They have a map of those. Do you have one of those?
I think I had one, but I'm not
You
sure.
can get it online.
Yeah.
The trail map.
But it's a nice walk.
Yeah. Then where do you come out?
Well, I haven't gone to the end yet, but it,
No, well, how do you get back? You backtrack?
I just backtrack.
The ocean. Keep going.
Goes to the ocean?
Yeah.
No, I just backtrack.
With these little crumbs all the way?
Has it been icy out there?
Yeah, it was pretty
We
icy,
went to Beaver Brook the day before yesterday, it was pretty icy.
yeah. And the ground is really soft. There's no snowpack out in the woods at all.
No, no.
So we're good on Page Road.
Alrighty, Tuesday night at the planning board meeting.
Oh, was that this week? It's gonna be
Geez, it was a Tuesday night at the movies.
First week of the month.
I wasn't there.
You missed it? Yeah. You can't bring us up to date.
I can't. Sorry.
Aerial picture.
Just taken by a drone?
Yeah, did you see the Eagles
Yeah.
got the drones in the Netherlands?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yeah. So when are we gonna get a drone? Can we get a drone for the conservation committee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in the budget.
Yeah, put it in the budget.
Has Glenn still got his drones?
He's got a drone.
Glenn?
Oh, really? So we have one. Does he have a camera?
We didn't want to tell anybody.
I got a little.
You had a
camera we
helicopter
can
go
put
by
on.
tonight, it was about 5:30, must have been a med flight,
Oh, yeah, I heard it.
yeah.
Because it's like they circle my house wherever when they're gonna land.
Well, they landed at over high school over by the Hill House.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is, Page Road out here,
Okay.
and this is total 105 acres with, including this. These 7 lots are already subdivided.
Right.
They're gonna come in with a conservation open space design because it's over 20 acres and they have water. They may pull these up a little bit further from the wetlands. This will be multifamily housing, 7 buildings of 6 units exiting that way. And, we don't know if this is the final way. This is,
Yeah,
they're
this
only
is
at the
conceptual.
conceptual,
Yeah, right.
we don't even have lot sizes or anything. Abutters weren't notified anyway. The question was, does the town want to, accept this open space? They have to, do open space with the conservation open space design, like Hamel Circle did. And then it has to be open to the public. In Hamel Circle, the landowners own it. Here, it would probably be some kind of association. If they owned it, they would be taxed 141 parcel section of each, to each building. Or the question came up, does the town want to own it? Policing it, if we owned it, you know, we would have to, once in a while, keep an eye back here that they weren't dumping stuff
Debris,
back there,
yeah.
debris back there.
And this is where they already built those houses?
On
On
Page
front,
Road,
on
yeah.
Yeah.
Page in the front, the new
Here's
houses.
Louise Drive
Yeah,
here.
so this would be
Aaron
behind
Way.
that?
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
These are already built?
No,
No.
Okay.
These, with these little blocks.
Yeah, okay, this is the piece that,
This is the approved section here, though, see?
No, these 7.
Yeah, or it's right along here. I said, these are all approved.
isn't that what Continental bought?
Yeah, it changed.
It did?
Yeah, the weather changed.
Continental block.
But I thought they were gonna make a,
Well, they couldn't get enough sand out of it to make ball fields.
Okay, so,
Well, that was,
Short-lived.
yeah, really. 'Cause
so these will all be,
Houses.
houses?
independent.
Okay, and here's our well.
So they can make it less than an acre because it's conservation open space. They can do 90-foot frontage, which they didn't really want to do. Most of these lots now are an acre. They didn't like 90 feet of frontage and because they have to do on-site septic. And then they didn't want to have like just a row of houses. So I don't know how it will end up, but this is the question to us really is, what do we think about open space? They have couple vernal pools. They have one here and some in the wet air, in the stream
Is
area.
that what this one is too? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we knew about.
That's what we knew about, that's what they're gonna have to do, they're gonna have to take the gravel around it, yeah.
That was the one we knew about, and then they had a
They
couple
found
over
some
here.
more, yeah.
This, our lot that we own here is up in the air, right?
Over here.
Would it butt it?
No.
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 Joan, why can they do less than an acre?
Conservation open space
They can do
design,
that.
zoning now. If you have over 20, if you come in with over
Appointments
20 acres.
appointments have, when you appoint people on the various boards, you end up with different results.
That went to town meetings. If you come in with over 20 acres, you have to show how it would work. You can get out of it if you don't have public water. There's other situations where
Where'd
you
that come from, our friends at
get out of
NRPC?
it, but if you come in with over 20 acres, you have to show a yield plan, how much you would get with a regular subdivision, and that's the most you can get with conservation. Then you can have your setbacks 10 feet, and your frontage can be down to 90 feet.
Wow.
So how much of an acre will each one of those house lots carry?
Well, right now, they're almost an acre, because they didn't want to do smaller frontages. This may change.
Yeah, conceptual, this is
This is
conceptual.
conceptual, so it may change. But that's not really a question for us. 41 lots.
They'll all
Now,
have-
the other
Now,
open
these are all
space,
approved, these 11 are
No,
approved, is that
no,
what you said?
7 are approved, 1, 2.
Oh, I thought they were all
3, 4,
approved.
5.
Because they had the roads, the two
No.
roads proposed
These,
into it.
these he came in with, but they never got recorded. that was when-
Oh, that's when he was in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
The
they're
money
gonna keep
the
this
money
as
never
a
showed up.
stormwater.
well, that would be a problem.
These will all have public water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yes,
saying.
you know where the well is.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, and they have gas on Cutler Road, and they were interested in bringing gas into the.
That would make sense.
They run it down to my house.
My house.
Because the other open space project, that one was there was gonna be something that was private, wasn't it?
No, it's open to the public.
It's open to the public?
We don't have to. It's open to the public. It's handled, but the,
It's like they're trying
We
to
don't know
fill
that
in
one.
each little space.
Okay.
Would there be any easement so that we can get on it?
yeah,
There's one right
there's
here.
an access right here, and then the planner was talking about having an access at this end as well, somewhere.
Well, I guess my question was, the owners were responsible for maintaining it, wasn't it that?
Yeah, and then we had quite a tight covenant on the land, you know, because you could ball fields and stuff like that. Had to be kept.
Now, is this the subdivision where the old folks are now? Is that-
That's Leon's.
Oh, that's
Map
Leon's
two,
piece.
like,
Okay,
yeah, that's Leon,
okay.
I think. Woodburn, yeah, because here's the end of Woodburn, Bixby, yeah.
Is this, where's that piece of land that we own there behind the house?
It's over here
It's
somewhere.
over here
Here
somewhere,
further,
okay.
off Cutler, Cutler comes around, it's up here. Because the old folks live here. Here, and then our piece is up here.
Because
Facing
Bigsby,
Cutler
Bigsby goes out to
To Cutler.
Cutler, and Cutler comes along here.
So, something to think
Yeah. And
about. It would be nice to, you know, have town, because of these little pools for one thing. And the stream is so along the back of, here, it's called Tributary B that ties into.
the one that crosses Page Road?
Crosses Page and then goes over to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
which is to,
Out to here somewhere,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So.
I think we better sleep on that one.
So what do they want from us, or?
Well, there was just, this question just came up, Morgan Hollis again, the question just came up, that's, their turn. Would the town be interested in owning this, and think, it said the board of selectmen and conservation would have to think about it.
If we didn't own it, who would?
I'll be like, you said,
Thank you, Chief.
Well, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't think we have enough money to
To what?
purchase
We're
it.
not
We're not
purchasing.
purchasing.
No, no,
They have to get,
Unless you
with
buy
the
the whole
conservation
thing.
open
Yeah,
space
right.
design, they have to give a certain amount of open space,
Oh,
so.
Well, why wouldn't we take it then?
yeah, really?
And it would be, you know, another one of these pieces that we'd have to get out there once a year to
The police.
Well, wouldn't be, we wouldn't have to walk it to say that it stayed open because it would be dedicated, but we would.
Yeah, just to
need
make sure
walk
what's
back
happening,
there.
see if anybody's doing anything.
Yeah.
I wonder how,
Well, we'd have to,
here's the wetlands line though, I wonder how wet it is back there. He was gonna try, the engineer was going to try and bring these lot lines up a little bit,
okay.
away from the wetland. Because he realized that towns would rather not have the wetland line on
I
the
think-
lots.
The one thought I'm thinking is we're looking at this, if we decide to go along that line, I think that we should require that the back boundaries be solidly set, but also along set would be our, the
yeah.
medallions on every one of those
Medallions,
lots, so
yeah.
that every one of those homeowners would realize
Yeah.
it.
that's what
On
it-
every lot, not just
Yeah.
randomly, but every lot, all the way through.
Yeah,
Either way, I wanna see it, I would like to see it delineated that way,
Yeah.
whether we did or they didn't, you know.
with our wetland buffer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the response is that we would
Sleep on it.
consider it, we
Yeah.
can think about it?
Think about it.
Yeah. Looks like we're looking for some rain, Roger. Brent, you got some rain too?
I completely spaced it. I wasn't here last meeting, so I forgot, but I will share it with you via email.
Very good.
I had a total liquid precipitation of 3.4 inches. I actually had 7.5 inches of snow for the month.
Right.
I know we had .51 up there today.
Not counting
I
tomorrow.
mean, yesterday.
What, where?
.51 inches of rain yesterday. In my,
Oh, okay, yeah, I forget it rained yesterday. I was inside all day, I never noticed it.
I had what day did it rain real hard? It was
Yesterday.
I had
Yesterday.
I had a whole inch. I had an inch,
You had an inch at your house?
yeah.
yeah, we had .51.
See, it shows the variation in such a short distance when you
Yeah.
think about it.
Double
the
That's
rain.
what I said, it's incredible that,
So,
I wonder if they should calibrate the two collectors.
I think we should put it together and actually maybe do that tabulation and average of.
No, I mean, to make sure that they're really
Oh.
measuring it the same.
Well, they both have state-of-the-art equipment. Okay, you take your equipment straight.
well, it's, yeah, mine's digital, it goes into the
Yeah, right.
monitor.
Right.
You don't have a roof over, do you?
Huh? Hell no. No, because I've had more.
Sometimes.
In the
Sometimes. Yeah,
fall,
that's
we've
right.
had
Yeah,
more
that's
up
right. We've had
there
more some
than
days.
you had in the south end.
see, for the snow, I actually go out and measure it with a ruler. And then.
That's what I do.
I have a catch can that catches the snow, and then I melt it, and then I
Get a
have
moisture
a
content.
container, then I check it out.
I'm not that good.
I
What
did
it says on the
29
stick
years.
is what it says on the stick.
Oh. I don't want to get my little feetsies in the snow.
And I have a physical rain gauge that I have.
Mine, I have it's a rain gauge that empties itself once it records. I have it on top of a post right in the middle of my backyard that we have one of those clotheslines you pull out and
Yeah,
hook
right.
onto it. So it's freestanding right in the
Okay,
middle
yeah,
of it.
right.
And it's solar and it sends the signal into the monitoring device in the house.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so I mean, I just look.
Well,
So we get two of the best, weather observers.
We don't need the National Weather Service.
That's right. We'll start selling it.
Right?
Coldest
It
day I
was
had.
51.7 degrees at 6:30 this morning.
58.
Oh, it was gorgeous
4:30,
out.
58 at my house.
Wow. Well, see, you're much farther south than I am.
Yeah, you're northern.
I think I had 55 at my house at 7.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
4:30
gorgeous
it was
out.
58, I couldn't believe it.
You know what is funny?
It's
My
still
neighbor,
right
south of me, the Griffins,
Yeah.
he's up
Yeah.
the
Little higher
hill.
elevation, that little knob.
You should see the difference in temperature. And when I walk down that hill,
can
I
feel
can
it.
feel the
Yes,
cold
yeah, right,
pocket
yeah,
at
yeah.
my house.
That's your house, yeah.
You know, it's warm up there, like in the sun, I'll walk down the hill.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes a 4-degree temperature difference,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
between coming down the
But
hill.
even just when I take my walks on the golf course some days, you can actually feel the variation as you're walking along. You
Oh,
can-
yeah.
I mean, it's remarkably different, so you
Yeah.
know it's considerable, huh?
Well, in the summertime, when it's hot in the city and you're coming down 3A,
Yeah.
when you get to about Redonis's, you can actually feel the temperature drop.
Well, Sue used to say when she used to work with me all the time, it'd be a snowstorm, and I'd say, well, do one more haircut, do one more haircut. And it wouldn't be bad in Nashua. She'd get to Redonis's, there'd be like 2 inches in Nashua, there'd be 6 inches at Redonis's.
Oh, yeah.
Just that, 10 minutes, 8-minute ride,
Yeah.
Well, I think I told you this before, that section just north of me in Manchester,
Oh, yeah,
right
the
along the
Pines.
river,
The Pines, yeah.
seems to be the coldest part of the city.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we used to have more
I'll
accidents up there,
have a
cars slide
3
off the
to
road.
4 degree temperature drop from my house,
Like right where the log
going up
cabin is?
through. Huh?
Like where the log cabin is?
Yep, just above that, Brent Street, Charlotte Street, and coming up to the airport access road, right in
That
there.
whole pocket right through
The
there.
whole pocket right there, it's, it's like 6 below at my house, it's 9 below
Yeah, right, yeah.
there, 9 and 10 below right there, and then pops right up again when you,
No, I know we were coming home from Manchester one Monday, it was Christmas time, we were shopping, it was 36 on my thermometer in the truck, in the car, we had the
Yeah.
Lincoln. And all of a sudden, we got just about what you're saying.
Yeah.
The temperature dropped to 31, everything was a sheet of ice.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
cars all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have a terrible
Yeah,
time
so,
then, yeah.
yeah. And then you got another, once you've got by that, got back up near
Right.
where you are, and it was all
Yeah.
right, but, that pocket, cold pocket. Minutes. Minutes.
Anybody need a copy?
I do.
I've read them about 1,000,000 times, so.
I wasn't here, so I have to abstain.
Do you have an extra copy? Thank you.
Here you go. Send that down to Roger and Michael.
I wrote them.
You took that part out of that.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
a bad situation. No, but we don't.
What about Mike Granger, have you heard anything from him?
Yeah, well, I think Kevin did call him, remind him he has our maps. And, I'm gonna ask him about that tomorrow.
Make a note.
Want that?
No, I think I have a copy of it at home. What's good on TV tonight?
Big Bang.
Have
Big Bang.
Oh, I love that show.
you watched Downton Abbey?
No,
We've been getting them from the library, been binge watching. Season 4 now, because we never watched it before.
What's that?
Downton Abbey.
Oh, my wife just finished the last
Really?
one. Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, she loved that. Oh, my
Yeah, it's
God,
really
she loved that.
good.
She just
Yeah.
finished it. Well, I bought it last Tuesday when it came out, and she was all done by Friday.
I like Code Black, that's my favorite show.
Good blank.
which one's that?
It comes on at 10 o'clock, it's about a hospital.
Oh, yeah, I can never make it till 10.
Wow,
Well, you stay up there, if she's retired now, I can't do that. Yeah, yeah, she's,
I
stick it up
just
early.
finished buying
5:30.
all of the Call
Every morning.
Midwife.
Oh, we love that, too.
I
can't get beyond
started
4:35
watching
anyhow, so-
season 1, and then I said, oh man, I gotta get the other
Yeah.
discs.
Anything anybody sees here, it looks good to me.
Is there another?
No, the second side.
I was okay.
If you turn it over,
Yeah, if you turn it over. Might help, thank you, I'm sorry.
that's all right.
Yes,
Entertain a motion if there's no questions. Any questions? Is there a
I'm just
motion?
curious, before you take
Yeah.
a vote, the milfoil Dara Pond issue.
Yeah.
Have you talked to the Recreation Commission? What's going
Go
on?
to a Recreation Commission meeting.
Yeah.
Somebody wanna go?
Well, I did once, and no one else went.
Did you go about milfoil?
Yeah.
How long ago? I don't
Well, that was the one when they agreed to pay
Yeah.
for it, remember that? That year.
Must be in their budget, right, Brent?
God, can we send them a letter or something?
We did
I
send
would
them a
have to
letter.
check. We went through all of them, and I'm,
Yeah. You numbered out, yeah. Okay, we'll see if we get some more information on that in reference to Dara Pond and milfoil. Other than that, do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept the, what day is this? January meeting as printed.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
abstain.
Two abst- you-
That's
you-
two abstains.
Both abstain, would you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to abstain, I wasn't here.
He wasn't here.
Who wasn't?
502.
3,
3.
403.
7, no one said it.
Me, Mike, and
Brent.
Brent.
2,
Abstain.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right, but there were 3 that abstained.
Oh, 5, 0.
So it's
4.
4-0.
You'll get him a math class later.
Want to take take your shoes off?
Teaching in school.
I thought you were saying.
Boy,
How'd you find
things are getting
1,
tough
7?
here.
Big numbers.
Anything else this evening?
The next meeting will be March 3rd.
Sounds good.
Well, I did want to bring something up, but,
Sure.
well, Gene Porter was supposed to come tonight, but unfortunately, he had to leave. That was the reason he was coming.
He's at the planning board.
He's at the planning board meeting. Okay, well, it's all right. We'll catch him on the next one. He had asked, we've been, the Lower Merrimack River Advisory Committee has been talking about this whole thing about public access to the river and, you know, having trails along the river. Remember, we had that issue with the easement and that residential property. And apparently it was on the golf course or something.
Well,
Ran through
he
the golf
talked
course.
about access along at the golf course, but those lots go all the way to the river.
Yeah, well, he's been very, he's been talking to a lot to the people from Merrimack and to Litchfield and to Johnson about getting access to the river and having some kind of a trail system along the river.
Well, he's dollar late and,
Real sharp.
because the heritage, tell him to look up the Heritage Trail. That was designed, it was going to go from Massachusetts to Canada or along the river. And it didn't, there is part of it up
Merrimack.
by the trolley track in
Right.
Bedford, not trolley track, the train trestle, Morse Falls
Right.
train trestle. But on the Merrimack or Bedford, whatever it is there is part of it there. And they have Heritage Trail signs, but, I mean, how are you gonna do that now when golf course lots go to the river?
Right.
Yeah,
We did get an easement at Annandale. We left the trolley track section, if either side of it ever connects, that they would allow pedestrian traffic there, only if either side ever connects.
Now, we ever do anything with Gilchrist on that? For some reason, I was thinking we did, then I
No,
couldn't.
Gilchrist, we didn't, Annandale we did though.
well, like I said, I mean, I know that has been, keeps coming on the agenda, and that's why I asked him to come in
okay.
to talk to us tonight, because I thought that maybe we could give him some kind of input as a.
Well, what we need is public access to the river. You can get a hold of Fish and Game, who has no money,
Right.
and we need public access to the river.
Well, you know, he actually sits on that board that has the access board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's one of the members or something.
So maybe.
So
we
I don't know
talk to
if
him.
maybe you should be talking to him,
Well, the guy came down that was in charge of putting in ramps to the river, and he wasn't interested because you can't get a motorboat in this section. And that's what they were looking for,
But it seems to me they invested the money to buy the land.
yeah.
I mean, and we had talked before. I mean, matter of fact, in my memory, they were talked about it was gonna be a hand carry.
Well, they had it, all they had.
Is that the land across from the church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It
plus
was
the library.
Library.
Plus the
Okay,
library.
yeah.
They had it designed for him.
Leo Savini's old cellar hole right next to it.
Oh, yeah, okay. And that was supposed to be a Z-shaped
Yes,
trail
right,
where
it's a
you
hand
hand
carry.
carry
It's gonna
a
be hand
They had it all
canoe down.
designed way back,
Right.
like 15 years ago. They
Oh,
had
maybe
it, as
more,
far
yeah.
as designed, and then they decided that it was too cost prohibitive to do, to make it handicap accessible. And then they decided that you couldn't have everything be ADA accessible. And then it never went anywhere, and then Fishing Game ran out of money, and then they put $1 million ramp at Squam Lake, and on, and we get nowhere. The guy just came back down a year ago.
That's right. Well, if this gentleman is actually on that committee, we definitely would behoove us to have him in.
Yeah,
Discuss,
right.
and also to discuss that aspect of it too. So maybe we could get an advocate on the,
You want me to email him tomorrow? Do you want to email him, or what do you want?
Yeah, can you email him and let him know, I mean, just so that, I wanted to let him know we did talk about this and, you know,
Glad you
so
took
that I
that
keep,
out.
so when I keep going to the meetings, it's like, so what's Litchfield doing about this? Well, I haven't talked to Conservation Commission. I don't know. So, you're welcome to
But are
come.
we in agreement that we're looking for boat access as opposed to a trail?
I think he would be looking for boat access. I think he's also looking for trail access along the river. I think those two things.
I mean, when you get to the golf course, you'd have to come back up on.
Not to 3A.
3A
Yeah.
or
I don't know how.
up onto 3A, because then you get over to Nancy's piece and that's
Yeah.
what, through their yard.
Yeah.
Well, what about the new piece of property that we just bought? There's a boat landing over there that would be,
200 feet of frontage.
we,
To get a road in there, you're all set.
yeah, I mean,
And that really would be a good spot because it's visible from the road.
right, well, why are we not discussing that with them? I
Yeah, if he
mean,
can get us some money. to
it's
do
the,
something there.
that is the ideal boat landing right there.
Now, which one is that?
Right next to, across the street
Smith
from
property.
Smith's.
Smith property we bought
Colby
2 years
House.
ago.
Colby's Brick House.
Across from the brick house.
Yeah.
Oh,
that we
There's
just
an
bought.
irrigation landing down there for
oh,
years and years ago.
oh,
We have
okay.
200 feet in the river there,
We'll still get used to
Dr.
irrigation.
Sparks's place? Is that right?
yeah.
Across the street.
That's how I know, yeah.
Right, exactly. We could say Colby, but you know.
Well,
the-
wasn't it originally in McQuestion?
Yeah.
No, Colby.
No, McQuestion originally.
No, it was
Way, way
original,
back?
Way
That
back.
was
way
Colby's.
back it was a
It was
McQuestion.
McQuestion before it was Colby.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
McQuestion out of Manchester. Then it was Colby.
Oh, that's why
Stephen told me that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Nancy always said there was 2 different questions.
Yes. it
Stephen
was.
had a picture of it right after it was built. He's got a picture of it. Steve Calloway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the store, they had a store in Manchester that McQuestions did.
Yeah.
They owned that. But then it was Colby's. Yeah,
Then it was Dr. Sparks.
yeah, that was Mike's.
But I mean, that's basically nice, pretty flat land. It'd be easy to put a road on that, and the landing is basically there. You'd have to just create a small parking area.
Wherever it is, parking is gonna be an issue in reference to enforcement. There's no question about that. Because you're gonna have trouble with the carousers, the
Yeah,
drinkers,
there'd be-
the druggies, you know,
Well, that's why I want something visible, that's why I don't wanna go to Morris Falls for an access, because you need something visible.
Right.
yeah.
Either that one or across from next to Jefferson,
Yeah.
south of Jefferson.
Has anyone talked to Jefferson? I mean, and I know that it's out of our price range, I mean, whatever, but, the section he is on the river, he already has a boat launch in there.
Yeah, and that's where we walked, that's where I walked with that gentleman from Fish and Game
Oh, okay, okay.
that time, and, you know, he thought it would need grading work to get a trailer in there, back a trailer in there, and then you're in the river, in the rocky section. Can't really
Right.
go very far.
Right.
Yeah, that piece, that Smith piece there, that's a pretty deep part of the river right there. But I mean, that's really the only deep part there. Once you either go north or you go south, you're pretty limited, especially during summer months when.
Well, you would, yeah, it would be a hand carry, you know, kayaks or.
Well, that's why we go
canoes.
back to the issue about what kind of boat should it be? I mean, it's a good hand carrier, canoes, obviously canoe type.
If you had a small flat bottom john boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's not a problem. Actually, you couldn't really go north. You have to go above 293, the 293 overpass before you get into deep water again. But you have to go all through those set of rapids and everything.
Rocks, yeah, right.
Is there any good fish in that river?
Oh, yes.
Smallmouth bass,
Yeah, we fish there all the time.
but do you eat them?
No. I was brought up on that river.
You're downstream from the Manchester treatment plant.
That's right. Yeah.
I just like catching them. I don't
Well,
want to
anything
eat
else?
'em.
If not, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Right?
Opposed? Unanimous? Thank
Who
you all.
seconded you, Mary?
No, I didn't second that.
Who seconded that? Oh, sorry, Roger.